friends, we have toppled a political dynasty.
New York, New York. What's up, you guys, and welcome back. My name's Natasha, and this is Behavior Breakdowns. I'm joined today by my coworker, PJ, over there in office taking a snooze. Today, we are breaking down Zohran Mamdani. Now, Mamdani just won the mayoral race in beautiful New York City. That city has a special place in my heart, and I thought, what better time to break down Mamdani's body language and behavior than when he gave his victory speech. So let's jump into this video. I have not seen this yet. Sometimes I do a bit of prep work prior to recording, but today we are just jumping on in and seeing what type of body language and behavior we can see.
Thank you, my friends.
So we see some pretty good body language here to start from Mamdani. He greets the audience with an open palm. Now, open palms is a great and subtle way to establish some trust. When our ancient ancestors were out in the tundra and out in the wild, they used to use the hands and the palms to communicate that they held no weapons. So if you couldn't see the hand, there was a greater chance that there was a weapon being concealed, and that would create a sense of mistrust. So to establish that there was no weapons, our ancestors communicated by holding up their hands to say, I come in peace, I have no weapons, I have nothing to hide. So it's a great and subtle way to initially convey and build some trust. So we see the open palm gesture there, and we also see Mamdani touch his hand to his chest. Now, this is a sentimental, this is coming from the heart, or you've touched my heart, my hand is on my chest. This can also be patriotic. So we see the hand come to the chest there as Mamdani is greeted by the audience. Now, when he steps up to the podium, we see a big, broad smile come across his face. When we are looking for a genuine smile and genuine happiness, we want to see the muscles on the upper half of the face engaged. Anybody can fake a smile, but genuine happiness does tend to appear more up here. See those eyes crinkle in the corners, and we'll see these upper muscles of the face engaged. So we see that big, broad smile there from Mamdani.
Thank you, my friends. The sun may have set over our city this evening, but as Eugene Debs once said, I can see the dawn of a better day for humanity. For as long as we can remember, the working people of New York have been told by the wealthy and the well-connected that power does not belong in their hands.
Mamdani refers to the audience as my friends. Again, this is a way to establish some trust. That is language to suggest that we are all equal. I'm your friend, I have your interests in mind. Referring to the audience as my friends seemingly puts everybody on the same level. Now, how many of you are actually friends with Mamdani? Personally, I don't need my politicians to pretend to be my friend. I just want our politicians to do the job that they said that they will do. Now, let's listen to the cadence of Mamdani's speech. Now, when I say cadence, I'm referring to the flow, the rhythm of the words, the tone and the pitch of his words as he's giving his speech. Let's listen for any kind of changes. Let's listen for any type of incongruencies in that cadence as he speaks to the audience.
Fingers bruised from lifting boxes on the warehouse floor, palms calloused from delivery bike handlebars, knuckles scarred with kitchen burns. These are not hands that have been allowed to hold power. And yet, over the last 12 months, you have dared to reach for something greater. Tonight, against all odds, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands.
There's a book called The Secret Life of Pronouns by James Pennebaker. In the book, Pennebaker talks about the different connotations of the word we. We can mean you and I, as in we are going for coffee. We can mean you, as in we need to take a look at that paperwork later. Or we can mean the collective, as in we the people. When politicians use the word we, it's often strategically to build a strong collective identity. And interestingly enough, when people become members of cults and they form big group identities, the use of the word I as a pronoun drops and the use of the words we increases.
You have dared to reach for something greater. Tonight, against all odds, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands.
Mamdani is extremely strategic here in just 3 sentences, and I'm going to show you why. He starts by saying, for 12 months, you have worked hard and you have dared for something greater. Then he says, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands. In those 3 sentences, he has been able to bridge you as an individual to us as the collective. So when politicians use the word we, it can often be a part of a greater strategy to build a sense of collective identity. And when someone feels a part of a group or organization, when they tie their identity to that organization, you will hear the use of the word I actually drops and the word we increases.
My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty. I wish Andrew Cuomo only the best in private life. But let tonight be the final time I utter his name as we turn the page on a politics that abandons the many and answers only to the few.
Are you listening to the cadence in which Mamdani is projecting his voice? He is way up here when he gives that speech. Now, I will give it to him here in terms of being very well spoken and pausing to create emphasis on the right points.
My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty.
That is somebody who has been trained to publicly speak. The funny thing about cadence like this is that you could be saying virtually anything and it will still carry impact and still carry weight simply by the way that he is speaking. So pay attention to that cadence as Mamdani projects those words. Again, we have toppled a political dynasty.
New York, tonight you have delivered a mandate for change, a mandate for a new kind of politics, a mandate for a city we can afford, and a mandate for a government that delivers exactly that. On January 1st, I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City.
I've been watching Peaky Blinders on Netflix, and I'm in the later seasons now. If you know, you know. There is some similarities to the way that Mamdani is projecting. His cadence is way up here when he speaks.
I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City.
He's creating a great sense of impact with his cadence. That builds a sense of anticipation. It's like there's an announcement happening. We're waiting for something. He is here to save the day.
So before I say anything else, I must say this. Thank you. Thank you to the next generation of New Yorkers who refuse to accept that the promise of a better future was a relic of the past. You showed that when politics speaks to you without condescension, we can usher in a new era of leadership. We will fight for you because we are you. Or as we say on Steinway, ana minkum wa ilaykum.
We do see some lip licking happening for Mamdani. Now, when we see somebody giving a speech and they lick the lips, that's a pretty common gesture that we can expect to see. Lip licking is a grooming gesture, and if somebody is speaking frequently or they are under stress, sometimes the lips can dry out, and so we will lick them to keep them moist and to keep them aesthetically pleasing. Mamdani is here giving a speech. He wants to present his best self, so we do see some of that grooming gesture. We do see some hand gestures happening here. Mamdani uses his hands to hit those points as he delivers the lines.
It will be felt by each New Yorker when the city they love finally loves them back. Together, New York, we're going to freeze the... Together, New York, we're going to make buses fast and... Together, New York, we're going to deliver universal... Let the words we've spoken together, the dreams we've dreamt together, become the agenda we deliver together.
No doubt this is a speech which will create a sense of purpose, it will create a sense of unity, and it will create a sense of excitement and enthusiasm towards the future. Now, perhaps that's what a lot of people need at this time. When people are feeling down, sometimes having that motivational speech can help lift up everyone's spirits. You guys have heard the saying before, it's not what somebody says, it's how they make you feel. And this also plays into the psychology of communication. When somebody's cadence is up there, when somebody is speaking with purpose and pausing strategically and emphasizing certain words, that's going to create a certain feeling within you. And that feeling here is that sense of excitement, that sense of unity. Pay attention to those words that are emphasized. Which words are being emphasized? Which words does Mamdani want you to remember?
New York, this power, it's yours. This city belongs to you. Thank you.
So we see some of the same gesturing happening here for Mamdani towards the end of his speech. We see the hand go over the chest. Again, this is personal to me. I'm speaking from the heart. This has touched my heart. And we also see the hand waving and the palms going out, creating a sense of trust. The biggest takeaway here for me with Mamdani's speech was the cadence that he used and how he used his voice to project and to create certain feelings within the audience and even within us as we hear it played back. Now, I don't know too much about Mamdani and his own politics or his background. Maybe you know a bit more, and write it in the comments below if you do. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Mamdani's victory speech and how you think he will perform as mayor of New York. And if you're looking for a way to help support the channel further, you could consider becoming a member by clicking the join button down below. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one.
Here. Come on, come up here. Okay, yeah, up.
There we go.
Oh, so handsome there. How's that?
And as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.
Yeah.